how are your numbers in the off season, and just where you guys are from the end of last season to tonight? Your feeling about the team coming into your second season?
We had a really good group all spring, and for the bulk of the summer we had a really good group. We just went to our team camp last week at UNC Pembroke, took 51 with us down there. So numbers are down a little bit from what we typically have, but the group that we got, I'm really pleased with what they've been doing. We've got some good work in. Biggest thing for us is trying to stay healthy. You know, we got bit by the injury bug last year, which, you know, everybody can say that. Everybody's got injuries. So, you know, we're really short in some spots, so we got to make sure that we take care of our depth and try to stay healthy.
The center of attention is going to be on that backfield, the quarterback and the two running backs. Talk about Jaleel and Kendrick and your quarterback.
Jaleel and Kendrick, you know, we lost Kendrick last year. He was over 600 yards in 4 games, and he went down at Sun Valley last year. You know, his surgery went good, rehab went good. He's good to go. And then Jaleel's really the heartbeat of everything we do. You know, he's going to get a lot of attention in the offensive backfield, but you know, he does a lot for us in the defensive backfield as well. And you know, for him, he's our pulse. He's the guy that gets everybody going and really leads by example and does a good job right now. And at the quarterback spot, Marion Holmes and Ja Rory are both going to be juniors. Both of them have had really good summers. It's going to come down to who continues to make the better decisions and who we feel like is a better threat as a playmaker, throwing it or running it.
Yes, obviously, you know, as a former quarterback, it all starts up front. Talk about that offensive line and then your defensive line and backfield.
Offensive line-wise, you know, we didn't lose anybody. We bring everybody back. 2 of those guys will be in their 3rd full year starting. Tyler Bunn and Cameron Storms, knock on wood somewhere. As long as they stay healthy, they will not miss a snap in 3 years playing offensive line, which is pretty impressive. And you know, Corey Spencer, Trent Griffin, and Tristan Mangum's probably going to slide over from the defensive side and start at one of those guard spots. That group's working really hard right now, and they're doing a good job. So, you know, you said it, everybody knows it. It starts up there. We make good decisions in the backfield. Those guys put a hat on the hat. I think we can be successful.
What's the goal for the season in terms of where do you see this team come October at the end of close in November?
You know, we sat down, and I took some of our seniors and we sat down, and we haven't, you know, Forest Hills haven't won a conference championship since 2006. I don't think we've been out of the first round of playoffs other than 1 year on a forfeit since 2011. Some goals that we kind of set for ourselves. We don't want to lose at home. That's one thing. I want to win our conference and then make sure we get a playoff win, get moving out of that. And I think those are all very realistic goals. You get into the playoffs and get out of that first round, anything can happen, especially to get some good momentum going. So those are kind of our goals that we're attacking every day and making sure, like we said, everybody's trying to get better every day.
As a player, you know, making adjustments, getting better, that's a key factor, performing every week in and week out. What type of adjustments did you have to make head coaching last year, probably suffering through the toughest? I don't know if you ever suffered through a season like that as a player. So as a coach, how did you make those adjustments and now coming into this season?
That was, you know, I've told a couple people since the end of last year, I screwed a bunch of stuff up. I mean, a bunch of stuff. And then, you know, our kids went out, and I felt like they continued to play hard every week. I feel like there's some stuff we could have done differently as a staff. I could have done differently as myself to try to put them in a little better position to win. All a learning process, though. Try to do the same thing, coach or player. Try to get better every day. Make those adjustments every week. You know, as a player, you know, when I first got to Sun Valley, we were 1-10 that first year there, and then tried to make some strides, and you know, that's turned into one of the premier programs around here. So, you know, I've seen it done in several places. There's a lot of people around here that have gone through some lows, but main thing is just keeping the kids on board, keep them out of the negative talk they might hear around at other places, keep them positive and trying to get better.